Good afternoon. I'm very happy to see you. A very warm welcome, particularly to Rashida Manjoo. She is a UN Rapporteur for Violence Against Women, and her 2012 report is on killing of women. Next to her, Antonyia Parvanova. She is an MEP from Bulgaria, from the ALDE, the Liberal Group. Thank you very much to have come here. And finally, Raül Romeva from the Green IFA Group. He's from Catalonia. This morning we had the occasion to have a brilliant presentation of the 2012 report on killing of women. This phenomenon has perhaps first been discovered and coined in the early 90s in Mexico in Ciudad Juarez, where women's groups noted that women were disappearing, appeared dead, were mutilated, tortured, and then on. This phenomenon has been discovered elsewhere and everywhere almost in the world. We have been discussing a lot this phenomenon in Latin America. Do you see some similarities between the situation in Latin America and in Europe?
Thank you very much for having me here. The similarity is that there is a continuum of violence and women are dying. The manifestations are different in terms of how women's bodies are desecrated in some of the Latin American contexts, and I don't see that in Europe. At the same time, in Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, the killing of witches, there is sexual violence, killing of women who are accused of being witches, I should correct that. There is sexual violence, there is bodily attacks and abuse, but I do not see the similar manifestation as I see in the Latin American. Having said that, the ultimate consequence is the death of a woman, which is common to countries all over the globe.
The Latin American women have named this phenomenon Feminicides, and you say it is the ultimate act of violence, and you say women are constantly in a death row. This Feminicides has been taken up by the European Parliament in 2006 with an adoption of a report in 2007 by Raül Romeva. Catherine Ashton, the High Representative for Foreign Affairs, she has also issued a declaration. Is this enough?
Paper is never enough, right? We're just killing trees when we have paper without effective implementation. I think the fact that the European Union has focused on a particular manifestation more than others in the Latin American region is good, because the way it manifested was horrific, the prevalence rates, etc. I think the challenge in terms of terminology, we don't have to get consensus globally about terminology and whether we use feminicide or femicide or gender-related killings. My challenge is that we need to understand the notion, the consequences, because of this continuum of violence that women are subjected to, whether in Latin America or in parts of Africa. Is it enough to have guidelines, laws and policies? We need them as a normative framework, because otherwise how do we develop? But the challenge is, how do we do monitoring and implementation, which is a gap in most parts of the world. So identifying a phenomena is a really good start. The political will to have an action plan or a law or a policy on it is good, but the numbers are not going down. And that says there's a gap between what we accept as a phenomena and a growing phenomena and what we're doing about it.